So with me, I won't say I'm different because I'm not different, but you have to realize. So I came to Athens in '99 as a UGA student.
Yeah.
So I came as a UGA student, but a black UGA student. So not only do I have the experience of being a black man on the University of Georgia campus, I also have the experience of being years go by and now I can consider myself a black male Athenian. So there's not a lot of people who have that experience, but I'd have that experience. So I have the student experience as well as like almost a local experience. The experience I don't have is I was not born and raised here. Mm-hmm. So I'm from Minneapolis, Minnesota. So for a while I was considered an outsider, you know, which I don't take it. I don't feel any kind of way when I used to get that feeling of from, you know, local Athens, that like local Black Athens, that I was an outsider, because I was. And they haven't the university students hadn't treated the locals well. So to them, I was just another university student that was coming into town, you know, doing what they do in the town and then leave. It wasn't until they realized that like I'm here to stay, I'm here to help build the community, I'm here to like really be involved and help uplift this community, that's when they was like, yo, you're one of us, you're an Athenian, you know. My experience as a black man in Athens now, I mean, I'm a parent, I'm a black man, I am a business owner. So again, I have these different lanes that I go down, but it's sort of like hip hop. I demand my respect wherever I go. So whether that's in one of these businesses I go into, whether that's when I'm walking down the street, whether that's when I'm driving, whether that's when I'm going to Central for a meeting for one of my kids. Like, I demand my respect. So my experience is I'm not going to allow you to make me feel less than you because you're not any better than me. Mm-hmm. So I tackle white supremacy head on. You know, that's just my experience. Like it took me, I'm 45 now, so it took me a while to get here. Not everybody can have this experience because they didn't have the experience that I had, and they're just not as old as I am to be able to experience this all these years. But right now, today, I tackle white supremacy head on. Like I go straight at it. So I don't feel any kind of way about some of these things. I mean, somebody could walk down this street right here and call me the N-word, and to be completely honest with you, I've dealt with that and unpacked that enough to where it really wouldn't even bother me, because I look at that more as the person, like ignorance, than because my armor's on. Like you can't harm me with the word. Mm-hmm. You know, like you can't harm me with your white fragility or with your privilege. Like that just is not something that's going to harm me. But what I am going to do, if you allow me to do it, I'm going to help you unpack that. You know, and I know it's not my job to, but I want to help in whatever way I can, and that would be with the black community as well as the white community, the student community. I feel like my job is, I'm sort of like the connective tissue in Athens. I help connect dots and people to try to make us just be a really fulfilling community. You know what I mean? Like a community that matters, like a community that where I'm not gonna say colorblind, because that would just be that in itself, acting like you're colorblind in itself is ignorance. But at least to where you can look at me and accept me for who I am, and mm-hmm. I can look at you and accept you for who you are. You know, we can deal with the color issues. We can deal with the social economic issues, where what kind of privilege you come from or what kind of privilege I come from. We can deal with all these other little things, but we still have to deal with it. You know what I mean?